Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. This week we're really preparing for one of our first big exams for the semester for our Medical Conditions 1 course. So that's really going to be one of our main focuses throughout the week. I am going to start off the week by heading over to one of the education buildings to just prepare myself for the week, think of what I have to get done, and then most likely start off on making some flashcards for the Medical Conditions course so that I'm really prepared for that exam coming up on Thursday. So I'm going to head over there and kind of get started on that, and I'll make sure to keep you all updated along the way. After getting a few things done this morning, I'm headed off to work from noon until 5 p.m. So I'll have a good 5 hours to get a few things done. I really want to make sure that I at least get our new hip cases done for lab on Monday, but past that, I'll probably finish up my flashcards for Medical Conditions 1, as well as maybe get some studying in for that. So I'll give you guys an update later in the day just to kind of transition us back into the weekday and what we can expect from our classes. We ended up having a great day at work where I was able to get through all of the hip cases as well as finish my flashcards for Medical Conditions 1. So I'm just finishing up the preparations for tomorrow, where we will have our musculoskeletal systems classes tomorrow from 8 until noon, and then I will have my medical conditions lab from 1 until 3, and then we have some asynchronous time from 3 until 5 to do a short medication assignment, and then at 5 until 10 I'll be working again. It will be my last day of working, at least for a little while this week, until next weekend, so that will be nice having my evenings back. But I do have one more thing that I want to finish tonight, which is my neuromuscular conditions quiz for week 1 and 2. So I'm going to get to that really quick, head to bed, and then I'll enjoy class tomorrow. So I'll talk to you guys again soon. All done with lab for the day. This morning we had our musculoskeletal conditions lab where we were working on our hip cases, kind of going over all of the stuff we did in our assignment with our groups, and then moving more into the hip examination items. And that way we can continue working through those cases. Luckily, they did extend the due date for that into next week. We don't know the exact due date, but at least we know that then we have some more time to work on our medical conditions and preparing for that exam on Thursday, which is probably what I'm going to do for work, which is just in a little bit. I did have my medical conditions lab earlier today as well, where we went over some of our submaximal exercise testing, just kind of getting a range of VO2 maxes based on some less intensive tests than the actual VO2 testing. So that was interesting to see overall. But I do have one assignment that I need to get done before 6 p.m., so I'm going to finish it before I head to work. It's just an assignment on some drug review, just using our MicroMedX program that our school has to just look for drug interactions with some of the example drugs that we've been given, as well as just looking at the side effects, brand names, and just getting a good idea for how to use that resource so that we can use it when we move into clinic coming up this summer. So I'm going to do that really quick, and then at work I'll probably keep studying through my medical conditions 1 material to prepare for that exam on Thursday. So I'm going to get off to that, and I'll talk to you guys later. We had a great time with class today. We started off the day doing our last bit of content for our exam on Thursday for medical conditions, talking about defibrillators and pacemakers, and then in the afternoon we moved into some of our examination and evaluation items for people with cerebral palsy. But now I'm just running into the evening where my girlfriend and I are going to go out and grab some pizza to bring back in as we both study for our exams coming up. I have my exam on Thursday, but she also has an exam on Thursday for her OBGYN shelf for med school. So we're going to grab some food and just kind of relax while we're also doing some studying. So it will be kind of an interesting night, but still getting some celebration that we can get in now because we're going to wait until this next weekend to truly celebrate. But I'm going to get off to that, and I'll give you guys any updates along the way. Today has been a little bit unexpected overall. We started off with a delay due to snow, so we had an extra hour this morning before we went into lab for musculoskeletal conditions, where we did our skills check and did a little bit more work with our hip cases. I was able to do pretty well on the skills check overall, so I was very happy with that. But now I just have a short break before now I am going to have my interprofessional education class for today on Zoom because of the snow. So I'm going to prepare for that, maybe do some flashcards in between and grab some lunch. So I'll give you guys any updates as the day progresses. Our big exam for the week is all done and out of the way. Well, I didn't do as well as I would really hope to on the exam. It's not super surprising since I didn't feel that I got enough time on the concepts that I really wanted to cover in my studying. So, well, it's disappointing that I didn't get a higher grade. I know that I at least have a better idea of what to expect from the final and what things I have to work on. So now that that's done and out of the way, I'm just going to prepare for my last class of the week, which will be at 1 p.m. So I'm just going to finish the pre-work for that, get ready to head to that class, and I'll give you guys any other updates along the way. And that brings us to the end of another video. We ended off our Friday just doing a little bit of catch up on our chores and really just kind of getting some relaxation in, which was much needed after our busy week with our first big exam and everything. But now I'm heading off to work to just do my last shift of the week, really just finishing off the week, getting a little bit of my preparation for next week and just seeing what I can work on during that time, because we actually only have one day of class next week with a holiday on Monday and then Tuesday being our only day of class, because then Wednesday through Friday is the CSM conference, which I'm not going to this year, but that pretty much takes out all of our faculty, so they won't be around. So we have no classes. So I'm not exactly sure if I want to do a day in the life video again next week or if it will be something different, but make sure to look out for that. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Thank you so much. This has been KB DPT. I'll see you all in the next video.